What does it mean to you to be Catholic?
To live the Christian life, to believe that there's there's a supreme being, something greater than us, and life here on earth is just merely for us to show God how thankful we are that He gave up His life, His Son's life, for us, and this is just the precursor to hopefully a very beautiful life with God later.
That's a good answer. What are some things, not one thing, some things, you really love about our faith in particular?
God's forgiveness. I believe that if you seek forgiveness, that you will be forgiven, and I think that is so very important. I think people need to. Everybody makes mistakes, and people need to be able to say they're sorry and have that acceptance. And from day to day, and it's just. I think that's very important.
I like also. My friend talks about her church. She's Christian but not Catholic. And she said she switched churches because, it was, really gossipy, and, the people there, she didn't like how they treated her. And, something about our church, not our faith, but our church in particular, is that, everyone's really welcoming and accepting of each other. I see that a lot. I've gone to, a few churches, with my friends and stuff, to just kind of see what else is out there. And I don't see that I want to change. I like where we are.
I think that's true. I know that, it's very welcoming. They're always welcoming people. In fact, beginning the Mass, they welcome everybody who's coming to visit, and it's not kind of a separate little sect and, to themselves, and think that, they're superior. You know?
If you don't know what to do, you can't come.
No.
Your hands are like this instead of like this.
Right, exactly.
That's what a lot of my friends, I was like, come to church with me, come see what I'm talking about all the time. And they're like, oh, I don't know what to do. It's not like that. It's not like that. It's okay. We're not going to be in separate rooms. We're going to be testing you. So, which way is it? No, I'm going to be there. I'll just push you along, go into the line. But we still need to take them. We still need to take all the people that I told them I would come to us. Okay. What is your favorite Bible passage and why?
Oh.
Don't give me that mainstream John 3:16. No, that's what
you're
thinking.
No,
Everybody's John 3:16 on their Instagram profiles. Do you even know what that means?
I can't even tell you, the passage. I can only relate to a story, and it's the story of when,
I probably
people
wouldn't know
were,
what the passage meant anyway.
Well,
so.
the woman who was accused of, I don't know, I think she was accused of adultery or something, and he basically said, unless you've done anything, if you've done, the idea here is that, everybody has sinned, and do not cast a stone upon this person, don't judge. And so I don't know what passage that is, but that means a lot to me, because I think everybody walks in their own shoes, and you can't. People can look on others and how you parent and how you do this, and
they don't know the whole story.
They don't need judging; they need support.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to live my life that way, in the sense that people have issues, and my own kids, and got their problems and this and that, and I want to say, I'm upset at this, but I try to take a step back and say, I can't judge what you're going through, and what you guys go through day to day. Your lives are so much different than our lives as Americans. I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. Gee, we had the leisure of sitting at home and doing nothing sometimes, and you guys are there's just so much demand for you to, excel and do so well to get into college, and you got to get a 4.5. You got to be involved in all these things.
It never stops.
I know, and I feel bad for you guys. There's just so much pressure, and I don't know. Yes, you experience a lot, but I think sometimes you miss out on some other things too. And so when you're having a hard time and you're not, you didn't get that that A, which I think maybe you should have gotten, I had to step back and say, they didn't have it like we had it, it was easier, and I think it was a lot easier to get an A back when I was a kid, you know what I mean?
Mm.
I didn't have all this pressure. And so, you gotta, don't judge, try to walk in, you can't put yourself in other people's shoes, you just, let people, just be supportive.
Mhm.
So, I don't know a psalm or a...
But I think that's more useful to like know it actually than to know. I could look it up in my Bible right here.
I don't know.
I'm so Catholic. Yeah, no. If you know this stuff, then I think that's more important. Okay, why did you get confirmed in this faith?
Well, to be candid, we had our first communion, our confirmation in 8th grade. It was just something you did.
In 8th grade, really?
Yeah. So it's just kind of the natural thing, and if you're in private school, you just did that. And so, while it was a special event and it was big, and I would have to say that I felt more in tune with my faith when the kids were growing up. So, because then I got more involved and helping them and being involved.
Yeah, once you're like telling someone else to do it, like it's almost like in school, like if I feel like I kind of get the concept, then someone asks me to explain it to them, then I'm like, all right, now I actually understand it by like re-explaining it to them, and then like, am I actually gonna make my kids do this? Do I want it that badly? Do I believe in it that badly that I'm gonna make someone else do it? Not make someone else do it, but encourage them to do it. Encourage them to do it.
Exactly.
Okay, I had a goal. Oh, yeah. I had a goal to. I had to make a goal for myself in this confirmation class on what I want to get out of this program. What are your goals for me, and how are you going to help me achieve your goals and my goals?
Well, what is your goal?
This is mine.
There you go.
Set a goal.
I don't know if we had like a class goal, but I think before I started Con 1 and Con 2, I kind of like went to church every week, and I was going because it was the right thing to do, and I wanted to go. Maybe like drop me off. Okay, maybe I'll go to McDonald's or no. Yeah, but like I would go because I knew it was the right thing to do, and I couldn't like not do it because I'd feel bad. But I think after starting it, it kind of showed me that there is a lot. I can get a lot more out of it if I listen with an open ear. If I go to church and I'm thinking about other things the entire time like I used to do, then I'm not really there. It doesn't really count. I might as well not be there. But and that's just kind of like, not to be mean, but the Christmas and Easter Catholics, they're not there because they want to be enlightened by the Word of God. No, they're there because they forced their children into those clothes. They got there an hour early. They did what they were supposed to do so they could check it off their New Year's resolution. But I think I want to be more connected with my faith and like learn more about it and be more connected with the people that I share my faith with, and to listen at church with more of an open ear so I can get more out of it and I can really understand why we're there. And I'm getting that, like, these past 2 years I've been trying to do that a lot more, and I'm learning a lot about it than I had known before, like just going to CCD and like kind of going through the motions, and now I'm kind of seeing a purpose in the motions. And I think without Con 1 and Con 2 I probably might have been a done Christmas and Easter Catholic. Like maybe when I got to the stage of like 19 or 20 I wouldn't go anymore. But I mean, if you're gonna be somewhere, I know we were listening to. Are you familiar with like Matthew Kelly? He's like I don't know how to explain him. We listened to one of his tapes in the car.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to listen to the tape. I wanted to listen to the radio. I just wanted to listen to the radio. Going on this long trip, I did not want to listen to it. But we listened to it. Against my will, we listened to it. And he talks about if you're going to do something, put carefree timelessness into it. Because, like, you're at church. If I'm thinking about homework, and I'm thinking about other things, I'm not getting the homework done. I'm not getting my projects done. Like, that's not happening. I'm just thinking about it. I'm just worrying about it. But I'm not accomplishing anything. I think that's helping me, that I'm thinking about the project and I'm dedicated to the project, but I'm not. Because I'm at church right now. And I have the option to do one thing, and I'm trying to do another thing, so I'm getting neither of them done. And it's stupid. And I'm trying to put carefree timelessness into my church life and into like my relationships in general, like at church, not at church, at school, at with my friends. If I'm there, I'm gonna be there and nowhere else, even if they can't see me thinking about somewhere else. That was a long answer, but I think that's my goal, to just kind of understand why I'm there and to get something out of it, because I haven't been getting it very much.
Good for you. That's, I would like to see, as you're growing and doing this, that you always know that God's there for you, but it does take work. It's not a matter.
It's not given to you.
Yeah, and it's not a matter of calling on just when things are bad. You know, you can get a lot of joy out of being thankful and, like I said, acting, doing the Christian thing in your regular everyday life, and always remembering that God's there with you, and good times and bad. But you do have to. It's a relationship that does take effort, because every relationship takes effort. In order to get the best out of anything.
Yeah, sometimes I pray and I don't say anything. I just sit there. You know what I'm thinking. You already know what I'm gonna say, alright? Like, I think you know me better than I know myself. I just sit there like, I don't say it out loud. I don't say it in my mind. You know what I'm thinking. I think as much as I'd like to say that I give more thank you prayers than asking prayers, I think that's on my to-do list, to give more thank you prayers, because I think that's where I want to pray more, because it's just something, like, if I think about it, then I'll pray right then. Like, if I'm doing my homework, like, and I should be praying, then I'll pray right then. But I just don't think of it a lot, so I want to, like, have a reminder for myself. Maybe, like, put a reminder on my phone or something. Of, like, how, like, I don't know.
Nope. We have a guest.
Oh, hello. Ooh. Nice. Here, I'll just go staring at that. Nice kitty.
I think we're done.
Is that it?
And
Okay.
Oh, what are your goals for me?
Well, that's what I indicated, just that, that you have a strong relationship with God, and you continue on, in your faith after your confirmation. But again, it takes work. It takes work, and that's all about, having a good relationship and putting that effort in.
I think we're done.
meow.
You got something to say?